Surf, the final frontier. This is the Learn Something New log of Ray Kimball. His ongoing assignment: to explore strange new waves, to seek out new shores and new learning traditions, to boldly surf where he's never surfed before. I decided to learn surfing because my son has been fascinated with it since he saw the movie Surf's Up as a toddler, and because it would be a good physical challenge for me. The immediate problem I had to confront was geography. Fortunately, a local wave park provides surfing lessons in the summer, and we were off before you could say cowabunga. I tried to apply some aspects of individual cognitive theory to my surfing, but I quickly found that surfing is less about mental processes and more about kinesthetic sense or embodied cognition of the board and the waves. In this respect, I came to appreciate Vygotsky's theories of tool use and how my steadily increasing ability to handle my board allowed me to better mediate what I was doing right and wrong. The main tool in this case is the surfboard. Longboards with a soft surface are preferred for beginners, and handling your board is mainly a combination of finding the best balance points on the board for your body type and building the muscles necessary to get moving. The other equally important tool is the wave, which is even harder since it's not under your direct control. I had to learn how to anticipate the wave's arrival and when it would break to best allow me to stand up and ride it. The wave park was a great learning environment both for getting a good sense of the board and learning to sense the waves. The regular timing and consistent pattern of waves gave me ample opportunities to get used to how the wave felt. In addition to the tools, I saw other elements of Engström's cultural historical activity theory, or CHAT, at work in surfing. The community aspect of surfing is very important. Because we were a large group of people competing for waves in a small area, we had to be judicious and respectful of one another's space, even as we were all trying to catch the best waves. I do think that surfers create communities of practice as described by Lave and Wenger. Surfers share a common cultural and historical heritage, although it's fair to say that initial legitimate peripheral participants like me have a relatively limited understanding of the depth of that heritage. Surfers are heavily interdependent on each other for advice and successful management of the wave. The visible aspects of surfing and mystique of it in popular culture also lead to excellent reproducibility, as the allure of surfing draws in new participants like me and my son. This community dynamic directly feeds into the division of labor in the activity network. Novice surfers such as me had an obligation to stay aware of their position on the waves and work to stay away from more expert surfers. The most expert surfers often served as both informal teachers for novices and arbitrators of disputes when they arose. It's tempting to label this as cognitive apprenticeship, but there weren't really any lasting bonds between masters and novices, so I don't think it meets that threshold. The rules of the surfing activity network are extremely important. Some of the key ones in our small space were: you try to group yourself with other surfers of similar ability, you don't steal another surfer's wave, and you wait your turn for the waves. The ultimate object of surfing is the ride, catching a wave and riding it all the way in. This was made more challenging by the extreme crowding in the surf park. Acting at the suggestion of one of the expert surfers at the park, we took a trip to San Diego to tap into the greater power of ocean waves. However, due to a shoulder injury on my part and an aversion to cold water on my son's part, we never really got all the way up. If I had to do this all over again, I would start earlier in the summer to maximize my training time. After our classes, we only had a month's worth of time in the water park before it closed. I would definitely maximize my training opportunities in warm water environments like Hawaii, rather than cold water areas like the California coast. Our outcomes for our surfing activity were mixed. We never really managed a full ride, but both of us measurably improved in our surfing, and we're looking forward to next summer when we can try it again.